What would you say is the biggest strength of the Lions? Like, if you just were to guess.
Chaos. Like,
See, I'd say
chaos.
offensive line, right?
O-line?
They have put 3 first-round picks on their O-line. Left tackle, right tackle, center, all first-round picks. You got your bookends, you got your middle. First-round picks who are not busts. You know, they're actually like they've met expectations or exceeded, I would say. And
Sewell, yeah, they just got Sewell, was it last year?
yeah, and then they got at left guard, they have a third-round pick who's developed nicely, and at right guard, I forget where he was drafted, but it's more of a question mark there. But like when you have that many talented guys in your O line, like high-end talent, first-round draft pick talent, why do you feel the need to constantly be helping them? Because that's what their film is. They are constantly bringing a 6 offensive lineman on the field to help with the run game, help with pass pro, to go max protect for deep shots where they only got 3 routes going, and out of the 5 plays that I saw like that in the game I watched, the 5 pass plays, max protect with an extra O lineman, only 2 of them were successful. And they weren't even like home run touchdowns.
Like
they were like 20 yards. It's like nice, but like, does that make up for the interception that Goff threw because he didn't have a check down? Does that make up for the time that Goff just ran out of bounds because there's no one to throw to? Like, what are you doing? Why
That's why I said chaos, man. It's
your
Jared
great
Goff.
offensive line to just do what you're paying them to do?
Yeah, no.
It's insane. It's insane. I was scratching my head, shaking my head, just like so confused watching it. I don't know what they're doing, this coaching staff in Detroit. I mean, I'm sure they have a much better reason than I could even like come up with because those guys know more football than I'll ever know. But like, dude, I didn't get it watching it.
They had to have run out of kneecaps, right?
Yeah,
they had to have.
That must have been it.
But yeah, that's a team that I don't know. And the thing is, like I said, they don't play good defense, but they're somehow in like every game. You know?
Yeah. So
they get into those shootout games. They can for I want to say a portion of the season. They had an offense that was towards the top of the league, and then like it was funny because their social media manager posted that they were like number 1 in scoring offense in the league, and then the next week they scored 0 points. So I'm not good at math, but I know they're not number 1 in scoring offense in the league anymore.
Yeah. I mean, they came out to start the season absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, they had Amon-Ra was clicking on all cylinders. DeAndre Swift looked like he might be the number 1 running back in fantasy football. Like, Hawkinson was getting his share in there. Hawkins is not even a Lion anymore.
No, yeah, where he got traded where?
Minnesota.
Right?
He got traded in the division.
Which is sicko shit. That's disgusting.
And then DJ Chark went down as well. So Amon-Ra went down for a game or 2 in there. DJ Chark went down, never came back. I'm not even sure. I haven't seen like anything about him this year. I just know he's not playing right now. Jameson Williams' timetable was pushed back. He's still not back. I mean, that I was buying into the Lions offense because I was like, Amon-Ra, DJ Chark, Hawkinson, and Jameson Williams. That's a lot to cover. And then you throw DeAndre Swift in there. Like that's pretty nasty with that O-line too. I don't know if you need, I think I could be a quarterback and like get some points out of that.
Well, dude, and like I said, teams run faster in domes. They have it. Like they just have like the perfect dome team, right? Like they have the gunslinging quarterback. They have all the skill players. They have a good O-line. And for whatever reason or not, they are like 2-9. And I did not mean to make that rhyme. And even that part of it rhymed too. That was some cat in the hat shit right there. But yeah, dude, like the Lions are an anomaly, right? Because they were supposed to get better with Dan Campbell. And honestly, like the Lions will just always be the Lions to me. It's always a team that, even though by no stretch of the imagination are we like sitting here with 6 rings like Tom Brady. You know, I've never seen a Super Bowl in my lifetime. You've never seen a Super Bowl in your lifetime, but I have seen us beat the Lions a shit ton of times. And I do think that I know it's kind of a pick'em game, right? Because it's a 3-point spread. We're at home, but I really just think that we win this game. Like I don't. Maybe it's by
Yeah.
less than 3. It's a lot harder to win a game by less than 3 than more than 3 in this situation, I think, because I do think that they're not going to have really any answer for what we throw at them offensively. And that sounds crazy. That might be the first time I've said that on this show. But if we can
In the
get
history of being a Bears fan.
yeah, in the history of being a Bears fan, but most importantly in the history of Bears on Tap, well over 100 episodes in, like their defense is not going to be able to match up with the new and improved Justin Fields if he plays to the level we've seen. I guess that's a more correct way to say it. In other words, I really want to say Bears by a fucking 1,000, but I can't because we'll save that for the end of the show.
Dude, I mean, Jalen Hurts put up 90 rushing yards on these guys. Like,
Yeah,
I think
Fields is better.
going to do some like they run a lot of man coverage and cover 3. So that means is your defensive backs are going to be playing deep downfield, especially in man if the routes are deep. Like at cover 3, it's kind of a given, but man coverage, if your routes are going deep, the DBs are going to be deep, and there's going to be a lot of space for Fields to utilize. And so Detroit's run defense is actually better than I expected it to be. At least on film, like their stats are really ugly, but on film they look more sound than like they are. Their D line is strong. Like they are. I couldn't think of another word to come. They're just stout.
Yeah,
You know, they are just
Aquara.
big burly dudes who can overpower you.
They caused 2 goal line picks last week, and one of them Hutchinson got.
Yeah, I don't know if the D line actually caused that. I think that was more Aaron Rodgers with the yips, but
yeah, well, yeah.